the spring of 1692, a dangerous hysteria descended upon the quiet town of Salem, Massachusetts. A group of young girls claimed to be possessed by the devil exiled a group of men and women to the gallows. These men and women were called witches and warlocks. This was known to be one of history's most notorious witch hunts. One of the most notable victims was an 80-year-old farmer, Giles Corey. He was accused of being a warlock after publicly questioning the girl's motives. In September of 1692, after spending months in prison and refusing to stand trial, Corey was stripped naked, a board was placed on his chest, and heavy stones were piled on him as life slowly drained from his body. It is said that his ghost still roams Salem. Corey was later buried in Howard Street Cemetery, a cemetery believed to host some of the most paranormal activity. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, visiting Salem will give you an eerie feeling. This asylum began construction in 1858. It opened to patients in 1864. The massive structure was designed by architect Richard Andrews. To maximize sunlight and fresh air, he wanted the environment to serve as a healing place. Sadly, by the 1950s, the facility that was designed for 250 people housed 2,400 patients. All were in crowded conditions with illnesses ranging from alcoholism to epilepsy. Patients were physically restrained and often given inhumane treatments. After more than a century in operation, the facility was forced to close in 1994 due to reforms in mental health treatment and the deterioration of the building. Hundreds of patients died during the asylum's tenure, and scores of guests and ghost hunters have claimed to see their shadowy figures roaming the asylum's crumbling walls. On August 4th, 1892, the bodies of Andrew and Abby Borden were discovered abused beyond recognition in their home. The prime suspect was their youngest daughter, Lizzie. Despite allegations that Lizzie had financial motives for the murder, she was ultimately dismissed due to lack of physical evidence against her. The Borden home has since been converted into a museum and bed and breakfast. Guests can see gruesome photos of the crime scene and sleep in one of the most haunted rooms. It is said when being in the room, you can feel the couple's presence. Some even report to have nightmares about the incident.